Yo, today is day number 15 of Vlogmas, and if you guys didn't already know, this entire week is challenge week. So today I am challenging myself to show you guys how I edit audio in Premiere Pro in less than 2 minutes. Let's jump back to the computer, throw on some headphones, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to edit your audio. So we are back at the computer, and the very first thing that we're gonna do is import our footage into our sequence. Once you guys have your footage imported, you're then going to want to hit G on your keyboard, or you can right click and then you're going to want to go to audio gain. Once you guys get to audio gain, you're then going to want to hit normalize max peak, and we're going to normalize our max peak to 0. Now that we normalized our max peak to 0, you guys are going to notice that the highest peak in this waveform is now touching 0. From there, we can now go over to our essential sound panel, and Adobe Premiere Pro has a ton of built-in presets. If you guys aren't seeing the essential sound panel, you guys can click up on Window. Once you guys hit Window, then click Essential Sound, and it'll pop up somewhere in your guys' workspace. Once you guys have your essential sound panel opened up, you guys can then hit dialogue. We're gonna first auto match our loudness to 23 LUFS. So we're just gonna hit auto match. And you're gonna see that this tightens up our waveform, so it's a little bit smaller, but now everything is the proper audio level to be posted online. Once we match our loudness, we're then gonna come down to repair, and we're gonna hit reduce noise. Typically, I leave this noise filter somewhere between 1 and 3. For this example, I'm gonna put it at 1. Next, we're gonna come down to de-hum, and we're gonna put this on 50 Hertz. I don't want it to start dipping too much into my vocal range, and 60 Hertz is a little bit closer to that human vocal range, so I wanna keep it as low as possible to reduce those hums. I typically put this preset somewhere between 1 and 3. So for this example, we're gonna leave it at about 1. Next up, we have our de-esser. Now, your de-esser can actually start to change your voice quite a bit if you have it on too aggressively. So we're gonna leave our de-esser somewhere also between 1 and 3. And that sounds pretty good right about there. After that, guys, we're gonna come down to our EQ under clarity. And we're gonna go ahead and check this EQ box. Once we do that, we're going to click the podcast voice, and the podcast voice is the one that I typically like to use for a lot of my YouTube videos. Now, you guys can use whatever one of these presets that suits your voice the best. I typically use the subtle boost male or the podcast voice. Those are my two favorites in this list. Here's a quick before and after of what it sounded like before we did some audio processing and what it sounds like after we did the audio processing. Yo. Today is day number 15 of Vlogmas, and if you guys didn't already know, this entire week is challenge week. Yo, today is day number 15 of Vlogmas, and if you guys didn't already know, this entire week is challenge week. That is how I edit my audio in Premiere Pro. If you guys need any other tips, tricks, or tutorials, do not hesitate to ask. I'm James D. Buzzard. Today was Vlogmas day number 15. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.